We're not live yet, though.
I know. We're live here. Good stuff. Shoot. All right. We are live in some places. See how it goes here.
Okay. Yes, we are live on
We're working some things out here, guys.
We're live on TikTok. How's everyone doing out there? And we are live on Facebook as well, right? Even though I can't see anything on the screen at the moment, we are live. So we're posting over to Instagram and some other places.
We're trying.
How's everyone doing out there, by the way?
This is the goal.
Happy December. We are in the final month of 2025, getting ready for holidays. Many of you are probably thinking about some, New Year's resolutions, thinking, hey, what are we going to do in 2026 that we can do better than we did in 2025? So it's kind of a fun time of the year. So welcome. My name is John Gardner. This is my wife and law partner, Radlin Mendoza.
Hey, guys.
We are the immigration law firm Gardner and Mendoza. We come to you every Wednesday night, well, almost every Wednesday night, from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock to give you immigration updates, share information with you that's important about immigration law or anything else in the law that we think would be useful and helpful for you. And also, we like to answer your questions. So if you have a question, please go ahead and get it posted. You can post it on Facebook. You can post it on TikTok, and we'll try to get to it. I do want to warn you that what we do here is informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. It is not legal advice.
Not legal advice.
Yeah,
Hello, Jim. It's great to see you too. Hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I hope all of you had a great Thanksgiving. Those of you, especially in the United States here, who are celebrating it in full force. I know that even though it's an American holiday, I've heard that some people celebrate at other places as well, just for fun. So, I don't know. I don't fully understand that.
What's not to love about all the food?
That's exactly right. All right. And Claire says, hope you guys are doing well. You too. So glad that you all are here. So I'm
still trying to connect here. We're good though.
Yeah, you go ahead and keep working with your connection. We're going to get to your questions in a little bit. I promise.
This is a blurry situation. See this?
I do see that. So
guys, we went through this thing where we got FiOS and buried the cord, and it's not working as well.
Are you sure that's what we're on?
Yeah, see, that's not live.
Yeah.
Yep. We are. Okay. So we're just gonna keep tweaking. Hopefully you guys can hear us. And we're
okay, so we continue to work with the tech. We've got another thanks to we have more people weighing in, signing in. Let me get started while you're working on that. Let me get started with the main update that I have today. I'm sure many of you have been, reading news reports, but I went ahead and pulled the actual policy memorandum. I was able to get a hold of it, and so I just wanted to read what it says. It says that this is from yesterday, December 2nd, 2025. The policy memorandum subject is hold and review of all pending asylum applications and all USCIS benefit applications filed by aliens from high-risk countries. The high-risk countries are the countries that were subject to the travel ban in June. I'm not going to go through all of them. There are 19 of them. They include countries like Afghanistan, Haiti, Somalia, Venezuela, Cuba, Eritrea. You can get the whole list. But specifically, it says that effective immediately, this memorandum directs U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services personnel to 1, place a hold on all forms I-589. Those are applications for asylum and for withholding of removal, regardless of the alien's country of nationality, pending a comprehensive review. 2, place a hold on pending benefit requests for aliens from countries listed in the travel ban that I was talking about going back earlier. And 3, conduct a comprehensive re-review of approved benefit requests for aliens from countries listed also in that prior proclamation who entered the United States on or after January 20th, 2021. This memorandum mandates that all aliens meeting these criteria undergo a thorough re-review process, including a potential interview and, if necessary, a re-review to fully assess all national security and public safety threats, along with any other related grounds of inadmissibility or ineligibility. An individualized case-by-case review and assessment will be done of all relevant information and facts. USCIS will also conduct a comprehensive review of all relevant policies, hold and review of all pending asylum applications, and all USCIS benefit applications filed by aliens from these countries. This guidance outlines the adjudicative hold, procedural requirements, and processes for the review, interview, or re-review of effective aliens. So that's pretty sweeping, all right?
Very sweeping.
So if you are in a process from one of these countries, or you have a case that's pending right now for asylum or a withholding of removal, this is affecting you, and I would strongly suggest that you reach out to your immigration attorney if you have one. Hopefully, they've already made an effort to reach out to you, at the very least, to tell you that they are aware of the situation and that they're looking into it. Like a lot of things that have come from this administration, it's broad, it's sweeping, it is fluid as well. So we've seen this before. A lot of stuff comes out, some of it gets walked back, some they double down and make it worse. It's really hard to say. So that's where it is right now. And if you are somebody affected by this, like I said, give us a call or contact your immigration attorney for some guidance. All right.
Yeah. And here, I believe we are going to have to take a wait and see approach, as you mentioned. And one, don't panic, right? We're waiting, and we were discussing this today at our Wednesday morning meeting with our team. And some of you all are not within processing times of USCIS or a consulate interview if you're abroad, right? You're not even there yet. So there's no reason to start panicking if you've got 24, 36 more months to wait anyway. We just have to wait and see how this goes. I mean, I think panicking is the wrong move here again, and I think a lot of people will. It doesn't get you anywhere, guys. That's the whole thing. If anyone panicked about their turkey over Thanksgiving, what happened? Nothing, right? You just kind of ran around and went crazy and made yourself miserable, and we just got to see how it goes. We just have to see how it goes and how it plays out, and hopefully they resume processing. And there could also be litigation on this. If I'm guessing, there's probably going to be litigation. So there's a little bit of a road ahead here for those who are
affected by this,
from these countries. And we've got clients as well who are in different processes. They're getting their 2-year green card, they're getting their 10-year green card, they're getting their U.S. citizenship. Maybe they're abroad, and we're filing that initial I-130 petition for them. And of course, there are also potential employees of companies that we represent that could be impacted. So this is going to be an all across the board impact on timing. And if they are, if the government is taking resources from normal processing of immigration cases and shifting them to going back and looking at all of these other applications, naturally those other applications are also going to take longer potentially. So, all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Sweeping, but only affecting the countries that are listed. So if you're not in those categories, then you don't need to be sweating as much. If you are, if there's one thing we have learned this year in the entire immigration law space, is that being upset, panicking, wringing hands doesn't change anything. What you need to do is find out what's going on, get educated, be knowledgeable about it, be in touch with a professional so that you can figure out the best way forward. The way you win a game, any game, is by understanding the rules of the game thoroughly. When you understand the rules, then you can find the paths to win the game. If you don't know the rules, then you just make stupid, well, unnecessary, let's say, unnecessary mistakes.
Well, we don't use the word
Okay.
stupid.
No, yeah, I backed it up. I backed it up. If you don't know the rules of a game, then you're obviously bound to do something that's going to harm you, right? Because you didn't know. How many times have you played a game, something happened, you said, oh, I didn't know that I couldn't. Oh, okay, so I can't hit it out of bounds after he touched it. Okay, fair enough. Now I know. Well, immigration law is the same way. It's a maze of rules and regulations and laws, and we know how to play the game. And so we can guide our clients through it successfully. And we do it every day, every week, every month, every year. And we will continue to do it. And we've done it all year this year. Even though it's been a shifting playing field, we've just been staying ahead of it. And we've had as much success this year with our clients' cases as we've had in any prior year. So hopefully you have an immigration lawyer. If you don't, call us. Or if you're unhappy with yours, call us. Okay? All right.
All right, let's get to some questions.
Yeah.
How are our friends on TikTok
Now,
doing?
let
How
me
are friends
see.
on Facebook? And
Yeah.
I don't believe we have an Instagram connection. We'll have to try that next time.
We did get a confirmation that we are blurry on our Facebook feed.
Oh
for
my
some reason.
gosh. This is just, where's the present? Are we doing an unboxing? Is it?
That's a little bit better. I'm looking at it now.
It's
not
not
great.
great.
It's not great.
It's not great. Like, come on. This is crazy. Is the present
Okay.
somewhere?
Oh yeah. Should we do that real quick?
Let's do some questions first.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
We're gonna do a couple questions. That's right.
Is that it right there?
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. How could I forget
We have first present of the year. We are
right.
going to open it together here on our live stream. This is just.
All right. Do you think we got a question here from Jazitso? Do you think bond for immigrants that entered illegally, no flight risk will remain, or 50-50?
Do you think that bond? Oh, okay. With no flight risk will remain. I hope so. I mean, I think you're talking about the case that was just overturned where immigration judges could not review the bond of those who enter the United States without permission, without inspection, without a visa, without a border crossing card, for example. And they were being held no bond, and the immigration judge could not do reconsideration of that ICE designation of no bond. That's gone now. And so immigration attorneys who do this type of work can now go and ask for a bond for their clients who have entered the United States without inspection and don't pose a flight risk or a risk. What is the flight risk and
danger to the community?
Thank you. Flight risk and danger to the community. So
yeah,
I hope so.
We do not do removal work. It's one specific area of immigration law that we don't practice. But we work very closely with a lot of attorneys who do. And so if that's what you need help with, we can't represent you, or we won't, but we can certainly put you in touch with some folks who can. Okay.
Yeah. And we recently got some good news. We do motions work with immigration courts, and we file motions for our clients if we're trying to terminate a case or administratively close the case to proceed with something else. We do motions work, and we got some good news that I believe it was a motion to terminate a case that was recently granted, and we were surprised about that. It was a joint motion with ICE, and they actually joined in the motion. And it's something that we had filed, our attorneys had filed during the Biden administration, and it just sat there and nothing happened. But fingers crossed, hopefully the judge accepts it and we can move forward with that. But that was really great news. So it's not, I mean, I would say, at the beginning of this year, we were talking about not filing any type of motions to reopen or motions to reconsider just because of putting our clients out there with regard to filing things with the immigration court anyhow, we'll see. We're going to keep monitoring that. That was really surprising. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to try to sugarcoat it and pretend like there hasn't been a massive shift in immigration policy. There has been. But at the same time, I want to remind everyone that, um, you know, when you just watch the news, you're going to see all these bad stories, and it might start to put it in your head that every single thing happening with immigration is going wrong. And I just want to remind everyone that most of it is still going really well. All right. We still, like I said, we still are filing cases all the time, getting approvals all the time. A lot of the cases that we are working on have been business as usual. So, I don't want you to think the sky is falling. We worried that it might be at the beginning of the year. I'm not going to lie, as our kids would say, just, because we just didn't know, what was coming. But as if we've had time to analyze situations and really get a good vision of the field, again, we're navigating it quite well.
Yeah, and I think that as you mentioned really well, I mean, our clients are scared. Our clients are very fearful. They have a lot more questions. But the fact of the matter is, we are still filing cases. We are still getting green cards every day. We are still getting work authorization and advanced parole. And if we can help you get lawful status in the United States, or change your status from, a non-immigrant visa to a different non-immigrant visa, or to an immigrant visa, if we can do that, we will, and we still can. So those things are not shut down. It's business as usual as far as the things that we can do to help our clients. It's more of you all and coming to us, right? Coming and saying, hey, can you take a look at this again? Sometimes, look, if you got your case evaluated by another immigration attorney many years ago, or even by us many years ago, you need to get your case evaluated every several years just to make sure nothing has changed and that there are no other avenues that are open for you, especially now. And so there's so many things that we can do for people, and we're still doing them. I believe that's what John is referring to. I'm definitely not going to say that the way that our clients feel and the way that we feel about some of these immigration policies is business as usual. It's not. There is just a lot of fear, but overcoming that fear is by getting some help, and we may be able to help you. So please reach out to us.
Okay.
All right. So that was from TikTok. Let's just see what we have over here. Okay. Lover, she said, or they say, hi guys, thank you so much for this. I don't have money to pay for a consultation. Katie sent me to your link. I have an interview, but it's back at my country rather than in the United States. What can I do? Ooh, I don't know anything about it. Right. So what can you do? The interview is back in your country. So it could be they're in the US, right? Is that what that says? Okay. So maybe you're here in the United States. Is there eligibility? Is there a possibility that you can do adjustment of status in the US as opposed to go back to do consular processing? I mean, that's the key here. And I mean, if you truly can't afford our consultation, which our consultation is $295, it's a 45-minute consultation. We do all of our initial consultations via Zoom. And so we are able to help many more people that way in a very efficient manner, while still providing the people who show up for our consultations with a lot of value and a lot of information that can help them move forward. And so, Lover Motzi, I would challenge you to come up with the 295, because what could be more important than this, right? And I understand financial constraints. I definitely understand it, and especially during this holiday season. And I get it. We totally understand. But as I like to say, you don't want to step over $100 bills to pick up a penny, right? What I mean by that is, this immigration case what this question, whether you have to go back to your country or can you do it in the United States? This is a $10,000 question potentially, right? $20,000 question. I mean, are you going to go back to the United States and if the national if you have been scheduled for an interview, this is not just for leverage, it's for everybody out there. If you get a notification and like, oh, your interview is in your country, come to your interview, and you leave and you trigger the 10-year bar and then you can't come back for 10 years, what is that worth to you? Is it worth $295 to make sure that, oh my God, I better not go to this interview? Do you know how many people who have gone to their interview and triggered the 10-year bar? Sorry, it's hot up here. And it's just,
Mm-hmm.
do you know what I mean? Like, do you know how many people have triggered that bar and not been able to come back because they don't have a qualifying relative for a waiver? Or how many people could have adjusted their status in the United States? I don't know if you can or not, but it's worth it to find out. And if you truly can't, go find a clinic, an immigration clinic that can help you. We have one at William & Mary School of Law. I don't know if they're taking cases like this, but
This is what I'm talking about when
this is what I'm talking about, getting heated. Can you pass me that water, please? John and I are married, so we're drinking out of the same cup.
This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying that, you really need to talk to a professional, because Radlin's right. These are really big decisions that, are not things you want to just try to Google an answer or ask a friend of a friend, or even ask us or any other immigration lawyer, just as a quick question. Hey, quick question, should I go to my interview back there or not? There's so many things to take into consideration. And Radlin is right. You leave, you may not be able to come back in. And we'd have to figure that out based on all the facts of your case, which is why this is not legal advice. It's precisely why what we do here is informational only and educational and is not legal advice, because when we represent people, we have to make sure that we do a deep dive and make sure that everything that we're advising them is sound and is going to not cause any harm, first and foremost.
Yeah.
When people come to us and say, oh, I want to naturalize and become a U.S. citizen. Okay, great. But we want to make sure that they're eligible and that starting that process is not going to trigger some bigger problem. And if it will, we tell them, this is not a good time for you. Don't file for naturalization right now. Come see us in 2 years, or come see us in 5 years, or maybe just never do it, But if it's all clear, we know that there's a very, very high likelihood of success based on our deep dive, then we're gonna take you through that process successfully. All right.
Yeah, and that, our consultation fee is really just the beginning, just to prepare everyone, right? Like, and it's not just a consultation fee with us; it's with any immigration attorney. It's just the beginning. If that immigration attorney can help you, if we can help you, you're going to have to borrow money from your friends and family to help you pay for these legal fees if you don't have the finances to do it. Not with just us, but with any immigration attorney who is going to take you through your case, strategize with you, and make sure this is the best option for you, and do the case, right? And maybe you say, gosh, that's really expensive. That's going to be expensive. I can't afford that. I can't do it. What is the value of a green card to you? What's the value of U.S. citizenship, especially now? And those are the questions that you have to ask. And it's like it's really a mindset issue. A mindset. I don't know, is issue the right word? It is a mindset, and it's a mindset of, what am I getting in exchange for this money? What am I getting in exchange for this $295 consultation? What's the value? I will tell you right now, the value that we bring to a consultation is 20 times more than $295. I guarantee that. So anyway, I'm sorry that I can't be more helpful with that particular question. I would just have to know so many more facts of your case. And as we say here, like you guys can hop from live to live to immigration attorney to immigration attorney on TikTok or on social media. I mean, we started our social media lives in 2020. There are probably 100 more immigration attorneys now than hundreds more than from when we started. I mean, we were some of the first immigration attorneys to be on TikTok, to be on social media and answering these questions. You have your choice, you have your pick. So you can watch all the lives, but nothing is ever going to replace a consultation with an immigration lawyer who knows what they're talking about. So, all right, let's go on to the next question.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Yeah, we got this. Everyone understands.
Everyone
And,
understands.
You know, Lover, my kids be like, "Mom, why are you yelling?" I'm not yelling.
Look, if you,
I am just animated.
If my family is in California, east coast of the United States, in Virginia, that's where our office is. If my family is in California, and the most important thing in the world to me is to be with my family safely, soundly in California, I'm going to seek professional help from someone to let me know how I get to California, because I don't want to start heading south when I should be heading west. I don't want to be heading north when I should be heading west. I don't want to drive all the way to some point and realize that I can't cross at that point because there's a river and no bridge. And had I known, I could have made some different turns along the way where the bridge is. It's worth a lot to me to get there quickly and safely. That's me. And I'm guessing you all are the same, that you have the value of being with your family and having a future together. How much is it worth? 10,000, 20,000, 100,000? Okay.
Let's go.
I'll tell you, let's real quick.
Let's
just, this is a good segue because we have a card.
We have a card. Let's check out the card. So this is a package we got.
We get these every year from clients.
This client in particular, rather than happy holidays, we appreciate the great service that your firm has given us. All the best in 2026, Mr. and Mrs. S. So obviously we're not to tell the name of our clients, but Mr. and Mrs. S, they've been sending us presents for years now. I saw it. And the presents have actually been awesome.
Yeah.
So the first year when we got the 2-year green card, the present was this beautiful antique scales of justice. It is set up, and when we were opening it up, we were like, what is this? What is this? We actually did it live. And it's sitting in our office, and it's a really great, beautiful piece. I've gotten excuse me, engraved pens. Last year, I got a beautiful red leather briefcase from Spain, and I just don't even want to use it. Honestly, I carry it around, and John knows, like, don't scratch my briefcase. And it's just so immaculate. It is so beautiful. The reason we're telling you
this is because we want you all to be feeling that way and sending us gifts, not to get the gifts, but just imagine being so happy with the result of your life, your future, that you actually send gifts to the people that helped you do it. That's how you know how much value there is in this. Okay.
Even when your case is done.
Let's see.
Even when your case is done. Okay, let's see.
The big, we don't know what's
the
in
big
here.
reveal.
We have not opened this yet.
We opened the outer package, but let's see here.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, it's nice. They always get us just great presents. Nice. What does it say?
It says, Radlin Mendoza, immigration and naturalization attorney, Gardner Mendoza, PC.
That's so awesome.
And it has our address. This will be lovely in our conference room. See?
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. S.
You.
That's awesome.
That is totally awesome.
First president of the year. I hope we get many more presents. But no, these are.
That's cool.
We want to do the unboxing today because Mr. and Mrs. S always give great presents, and they always send presents to Dom as well.
Okay.
Who is this? Okay, let's grab a question on TikTok. We're going to go rapid fire,
Okay.
guys, since we spent so much time lecturing you again.
Mhm.
We're not
Well,
lecturing you. We
'cause
love you guys. We just
we
want
do
you guys
love
to
you.
do the right thing. It doesn't have to be us. Go get a reputable immigration attorney to help you. We don't care.
We
Just
know what
go get.
happens when you cobble all this information together from AI and Google and Facebook Lives. It's not a good way to do it. Okay, Jody Joker wants to know what's the next step for someone detained at a green card interview for overstaying.
Okay, wait.
So
What is the next step for someone detained?
at a green card interview for overstaying.
Man,
That's
where
tough.
was this?
That's tough.
Who's this? Okay, the
Jody
Joker.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if that person is detained, then probably filing a lawsuit in federal court for the release of that person, and if that person is eligible for lawful permanent residency. So
Yeah, the first step
there,
is to try to get out.
the first step is trying to get out, and that's by hiring an attorney who can file a case with the federal court in the jurisdiction of where the person is being held, right, in that jurisdiction, and getting them out that way. But you have to take action immediately, and you shouldn't wait and let them be on their own time, because you don't know when they're going to be released.
Mhm.
So reach out to us. There, we do have contacts who file habeas cases, and we don't do them, but that's definitely the next step. I'm sorry if that happened to you. And there was a bunch of these cases in San Diego, and I know that several of the people who were detained and arrested were released, and a couple of them that we know for sure, they filed habeas cases in federal court for that release. So
yeah, this really is, if you're in the situation, this I mean, all of it you need a lawyer, but this you definitely need to get some help.
yeah, this is definitely not the smooth sailing that we are used to. Knock on wood, it's not happened in our jurisdiction, but it is happening in some jurisdictions. San Diego is one of them. I believe Baltimore as well. If you could put up where this happened, I would love to know.
Yeah.
That would be helpful for all of us.
And Dave, your question was, can I be detained in an adjustment of status interview for overstaying? No other violations or criminal record.
Yeah.
I think Jody Joker just answered your question.
Yeah, and we are, we are consulting with our clients about this, and talking to them about this possibility, because the rules of the game are changing, and this is not something that has ever happened before. If the only violation was overstaying, so this is happening in different pockets, and it's pretty ridiculous, because in the end, the client is going to get released most likely, and in the end, the client is going to get their green card, whether it's through the immigration office or whether it's through immigration court. It's just a waste of resources. It's just a waste of resources. But anyhow, I'm sorry that happened to you or a family member. Not to you, you wouldn't be writing in, but a family member or a friend. But yes, please reach out to us. Shoot us a message in my profile, and we'll send you a couple of names of people who do habeas cases. All
right. We have a lot of questions now on Facebook Live that have. Oh wait, there was one in Spanish there. Did you see that one?
Okay, so
I'll
Syria.
read that one. Siri wants to know, says, Hola, buenos días, noches. Tengo una pregunta. Yo tengo withholding of removal desde el 2013. ¿Hay algún beneficio que me pueda ayudar?
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Yeah.
John and I, we do a little Spanish. So the question in English in Syria, I don't know if you understand English or not. If not, give our office a call, and I'll have Wendy talk to you. We have 4 people in our office who are bilingual, and we're not 2 of those people. All right.
Although we know enough to. I mean, okay. I know what the question is.
Yeah, the question is, Syria has withholding of removal, and she's had withholding of removal since 2013. Is there any type of benefit that she can get that will help her? So, or help her. So this again, we would have to evaluate the case. We would have to do a consultation and see, what remedies are out there, and us also with withholding, whether we would even go down that road and upset the apple cart, so to speak. Okay, Siri probably maybe not know what that means, but do we want to do anything and go to immigration court and say, hey, we want to terminate this withholding to go pursue this? It may not be a great idea right now. But Syria, I cannot answer that question without doing a consultation. And so please give our office a call. The office number is 757-464-9224. It's on the screen here. And you can also send us a message through Messenger. And we will have Wendy, who is our lead client engagement specialist, who will ask you all the questions and talk to you. This evaluation and this conversation with Wendy is totally free. And if we can move on to a consultation, then that's what we'll do. Okay.
Yeah. And if it's better to just let let the sleeping dog lie, is that the expression?
Yes.
Then we'll tell you that, because sometimes that is the best advice. It just depends.
Okay.
All right. Guzing Ho wants to know, says, it's not really a question, just says, I've been waiting for a citizenship interview and my I-751 is pending for almost 1 year.
Okay, well, you're in a good place. You have your naturalization application filed with the pending I-751. Guys, you can file a N-400 even while your I-751 is pending if it's time to file that N-400. So you're going to wait until that interview, and then typically what will happen is they'll approve the I-751 and then go move forward with your N-400 interview. So good luck with that. Okay, let's see here. Hazel Claire has a really long question.
I see that.
It is, you read it and I'll think about it while you're reading it.
All right. I came in 2016. I was 14 years old under a K2 visa parent. Didn't marry the petitioner, but married a different citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Stepfather tried petitioning, but didn't really do anything and just waited for our papers to expire. I'm now 23 and just got married to my spouse, who's 25, in July of 2025. I'm currently in California working, and he's in Virginia working as well. We frequently travel to each other together and have daily calls, but currently live separately due to his apartment contract and won't be finished. And then it cuts off.
Right. So Hazel, again, this is where we would want to meet with you. But generally speaking, if you don't marry the petitioner, your parent did not marry the petitioner who originally petitioned for your parent on that K1, okay, mom, on that K1, you're not able to adjust through any other petitioning relative. So that is a general rule, Hazel, but give us a call and we can talk to you about these set of facts. Okay, next. See, we're going really fast here, guys. This is how we do it.
And this would be the same advice for Cool Beans 2. I'm sorry to hear that. Cool Beans 2 says, or Cool Beans 21, excuse me. I'm part of the 19 countries, asylum application pending. I'm lost here. I don't know what to even do. You need to.
Yeah.
I think you might feel better if you reach out and talk to somebody and get a better understanding of what the options might be, and to see, what specifically we can find out about your case more than just what you've told us here. So again, I would reach out to us or another immigration lawyer. You might just feel better talking to a professional and get a better understanding of what the options are.
Yeah, and you have the asylum application pending, so it's still pending, right? I mean, it's still in pending status. They have if they were going to do an asylum interview for you tomorrow, what this policy memo states is it's paused, right? we're going to potentially pause that asylum interview. If we move forward with the asylum interview, we're going to pause in making a final decision if it was an approval. And so, I know it's tough to hear, but you do have to be patient. And, I can see for sure why you would feel lost because your case is in limbo, right? With this pause. But I don't know when you filed your asylum case, but asylum cases historically take a really long time. And so I mean, we might even say, hey, you're kind of in the same place as you would have been had this policy memorandum never come out. I don't know if that makes you feel any better. It probably doesn't. But
I think it will.
as a person who has frequently, and I'm talking about me, frequently worried about things that actually never came to pass. I mean, it's hard to tell people not to worry. We are just naturally worrying beings when something that you thought was maybe pretty secure is very uncertain now. So I can see why people are really, just beside themselves and just worried about it. But just take care of yourself. And as John mentioned, try to get as much information as you can. Knowledge and information is power, and it will help guide you with what to do next. And policies come out like this. I mean, it happens, and we have to get through it. Just like we did with 9/11 policies and COVID policies and policies that started at the beginning of this year that actually, because of litigation, are no longer here. So, I mean, we just need to wait and see, guys. It's very, very early.
Right. A pause and a comprehensive, review could mean nothing other than the fact that when it's done, you're just in the same place that you are right now. So Radlin's Light, take a deep breath and just sit tight. All right.
And that's why we're here. That is why we're here on Wednesdays, on most Wednesdays from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. That's why we started. I mean, we started in 2020 because of COVID. We wanted to give people updates on what was going on with immigration and COVID, but also with what was going on locally with COVID and the shutdowns and how it was affecting schools. And, it's for information, and hopefully it helps you guys. And we're happy that you're here and asking these questions, and continue to get the information, because we are seasoned immigration attorneys. We've owned our law firm for 25 years. We have an amazing team, and I don't think you can get any better than our team in helping you.
Yeah, Radlin's right. One of the reasons it's easy for us to say, you might say, well, yeah, you guys aren't in an immigration process, but we don't we don't panic at all, even for our clients, because we've been at this for 25 years. And when you've been doing something as long as we have, we've seen it all, and we know how to navigate it. We know not to panic about it, and just to stay calm and figure out how we're going to get through it. It's like, if you've been batting long enough, you can see the stitches on the fastball. New batters, they take ugly swings and they strike out. All right.
Sports reference.
We don't want to do that. And we don't do that.
You switch it up with baseball. Yeah. That's
yep.
Okay.
I equal opportunity for all sports here. Okay.
We're here now, right?
Yep, we are.
This is a really good question. Martha Castro. Hopefully you're still here, Martha. Hello, I would like to know if my husband, who has an immigrant visa consular case pending in Italy, could visit us temporary traveling to the United States with ESTA during the holidays. Would that be allowed? So, Martha, I can't tell you what to do, right? But this is something that our clients have been able to do. But you have to be very prepared. Your husband has to be really prepared. And, it's very risky right now. It's extremely risky. The reason is because, the ESTA, you're coming in, you're only supposed to be here for 90 days. It's a non-immigrant entry. You're not supposed to be an intending immigrant when you enter the United States on an ESTA, but you have this I-130 petition pending for your husband, and that means he is an intending immigrant of the United States. So I think it's really risky. What are we telling our clients right now? I mean, I'm telling our clients that you're kind of taking it into your own hands, and it would probably be against my advice to travel. I don't like to say that because I know it's the holidays. Maybe you have children. Maybe it's too much for all of you to go to Italy to see your husband. But it's with the pending I-130 petition. It is risky. And if people used to ask me this question, and I would say, okay, don't Google it, right? Because you're going to see all these people who got turned back on an ESTA, not even if they had an immigrant visa petition pending, but just because, and with an immigrant visa petition pending. We've, knock on wood, we've never had any issues with our clients coming in. I just don't know if I would recommend it right now. So, Martha, in the abundance of caution, I would say no. But that's not legal advice. Like I said, I started answering this question with, you got to do what's right for you, but I think it's super risky right now. Okay. What do we have?
Okay, I don't know about this one. You might. Do you recommend green card holders to apply for global entry for international travel purposes?
I mean, sure, if you're eligible, why not? What's the concern? I don't know what the concern is.
I don't know either.
We have permanent resident clients who have global entry, and if they get it taken away, they are very upset. We have U.S. citizens with global entry who have gotten it taken away, and they are extremely upset. So, I'm not sure what the issue would be. I don't know global entry too well. I know that it helps people come in and out of the United States pretty easily, but I don't see why not if the permanent resident is otherwise eligible for global entry. It's a really wonderful benefit. Okay. So my cuz here, my Canadian cousin. How's it going? Question is, with my derivative claim and my record of constant secondary inspection, is there anything that could ever affect my claim now that the horrible racist dictator is in charge? Has anyone with a derivative claim had that claim challenged at the border? Is my derivative claim to USA citizenship irrevocable no matter what happens? Should my 2 green card holders feel secure to visit and return without detainment? That's a big question, cuz. So, derivative citizenship. Derivative citizenship is different from naturalization, right? We've heard in the news about the potential for denaturalizing people based on different factors and different things. The cases that I've seen this year, the cases that I've seen this year, there's only one case that I've actually looked at for a denaturalized case where they're trying to denaturalize a person. It was a British person who lied about child pornography, terrible things with regard to children. I believe it was child pornography. And he lied on this, his permanent resident application. He lied about it on his naturalization application. So yeah, of course they're going to try to denaturalize this person. So, but naturalization is different from deriving the U.S. citizenship from your parent. And so, Roy, I haven't heard about someone with derivative citizenship getting that taken away. That doesn't mean that there aren't. I just can't see it happening because it's not like naturalizing. It's not like you've ever had to go and say your record or learn the test or put your information on an application, because no matter what has happened in your past, you were a citizen because of your parent. So hopefully that answers your question. With regard to the question about your 2 green card holders feeling secure to visit and return without detainment, it just, let's talk about that. I mean, I don't know what they've been up to in the last year. So this question is a travel question. Should I travel outside of the United States as a lawful permanent resident? And there's a whole list of things that, we want you to kind of think about: criminal record history, any false claims to U.S. citizenship, drug use, staying outside of the United States for longer than you should. There's a whole list of things. And Roy, I'm happy to talk to you about that anytime. Or you can watch a bunch of our previous videos. All right.
And our buddy Greg Montero is joining us. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Greg, what's going on?
Friend and
Attorney
colleague.
Montero.
Attorney Montero. He is a fabulous lawyer. If you have any business needs, I know that he does some other things as well, but we consult with Greg routinely for our own business needs. So we trust him completely. So should you.
Yeah, we also refer clients to Greg, and he's a great guy.
Yeah, and Stephanie Flores is joining us.
Stephanie Flores, what's going on? Hola.
Hola.
Hola, amiga. Okay, so
friend.
Speaking of amazing attorneys, y'all check out our most recent Facebook post. John, Sarah, and I were chosen by Virginia Business Magazine as the 2025 Virginia Legal Elite. Woohoo! It is a basically our colleagues voted in the area of immigration law that we are legal elite. So we're very happy about that. It's a great honor. And check us out. We're actually looking pretty good in this post, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. And Evelina says, people make fun of me at times for the investment I made to become a citizen, but I wanted to cross my T's and dot my I's.
Let's do that. Clapping. Yay.
Yeah,
why do people make fun of you?
That's
Gee whiz.
No better way to say it.
You need different friends, Evelina.
Yeah, you need
different friends.
Roy says, well, I better step up with more stonework.
Oh my gosh. My cousin, my Canadian cousin, Roy Wells, he has amazing stone.
Yeah, he's a real wizard, master of a stone.
Send him a message right here on the Gardner Minute Facebook page.
Yeah, this guy does some beautiful, beautiful work.
Yeah. Do we have any more questions on?
Okay. Yeah, Erica Marquez wants to know, should a person be worried to apply for citizenship if they had past cases but were all dismissed?
Sorry, I was reading another question. My bad.
Should a person be worried to apply for citizenship if they had past cases but were all dismissed?
There is a phrase that we use now. It's called the holistic approach.
The holistic approach.
The holistic approach. The holistic approach to naturalization. Look, we need to evaluate your case. You guys out there applying for U.S. citizenship, this person has all of his or her cases dismissed. What else about you, right? Did you ever register to vote? Have you ever been late on your taxes? If a field officer went to your neighbor, what would the neighbor say about you? Have you been a good employee? This is the holistic approach to N400s nowadays. And if you didn't know, the test also got a little bit harder. They added 26 additional questions. So there are 126 questions that you have to study for naturalization. And guys, when we say 126 questions, it doesn't mean they're going to ask you 126 questions. You have to study 126 questions, and they will ask you 20 randomly chosen of those 126 questions. So, okay, that is that. But to answer your question, I mean, is it okay? I don't know. I would be committing malpractice if I said, yeah, go apply for U.S. citizenship, and you had some other things there that you didn't think was going to be a problem. But if we took a look at your case, we thought it was a problem. What if it was a deferred finding and they were all dismissed? We would
have to evaluate when you say you had past cases but were all dismissed.
How? How were they dismissed?
What kind of cases were they? How long ago were they? When you say they were dismissed, were you found not guilty at a trial? Or did you have to do some sort of a deferred program where you took a drug class or an anger management class, and after that it was dismissed? We would have to dig into all of that to find out whether we think that you are eligible. And only after that, if we thought that it was going to be a good idea, then we would recommend that you do it and we would help you do it. So we would need a lot more information. So should you be worried, I think you should seek professional assistance is what I think. And if that's the same as worried, then yes.
Okay. Miss Evelyn says your Spanish is pretty good.
My Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah, muy bien.
Gracias. Okay. Okay, my cousin's a done one, and my smart cousin pretty too. Yeah, thank you, cuz. Appreciate that.
Oh, Evelina just said my Spanish was pretty good.
Pretty good.
I thought she said it was good. Okay.
See, we were talking about that. Good is not the same thing as pretty good. Amazing. Is it really amazing? We were talking about.
But thank you anyway. I appreciate the compliment.
Okay, let me do this. We have so many questions on Facebook. This is kind of crazy.
We have so many. Yeah.
Okay, you do the next one. We'll answer questions for a couple more minutes here. Lily says, good evening to you both. Thanks for always sharing your knowledge. You're so welcome. I have an upcoming trip to the Philippines in January 2026, and I want to know what doc should I bring with me in case they question me about my ties here. If they ask for my phone, can I say no? I got my green card in 2023 through my son who's in the military. Thank you so much. So lawful permanent, you can say no. From my understanding, you can say no, but they can still take your phone. If you don't want to open the phone and show them the phone, then they can take it and then they can do a scan. So if I were you, if there's anything on your phone that you don't want CBP to see, go ahead and delete everything or wipe the phone or bring a burner phone, so you don't have to worry about it. So questions about ties to the U.S. They're not going to get into those questions about ties to the United States if you are not staying out of the United States for more than 6 months. So hopefully it's just a short trip. But I mean, what ties do you have? Those are, if they ask you about the ties to the United States, yeah, my son's in the military. I'm a permanent resident. I've been living here since 2023. I have a job. I have a bank account. I have health insurance. I pay my taxes. I mean, those are all solid ties to the U.S. So hopefully that helps. I don't think you should worry too much about bringing documents if you're not staying out for more than 6 months. Okay. Next.
What if you worked without authorization, but you're married to a U.S. citizen?
And you're out of status?
Doesn't say, but yeah, I'm assuming.
So one of the questions on the application of the I-45 is if a person has ever worked without authorization. Now, if you've worked without authorization, then you definitely need to check yes on that box. So even if it was under the table, even if it was under the table is what it usually is, you need to check yes. And the question is, there's a beagle on your phone there. The question is this going to be a problem for me when I apply for my green card? Am I going to be able to adjust my status even if I worked without authorization? And the answer is typically yes. That is usually forgiven, that working without authorization. But being an overstay and filing for adjustment of status has usually been forgiven. And, none of my clients our clients knock on wood, have ever been arrested for that. But that seems to be happening in some immigration offices across the country. So that's something that has not come up where, many of our clients have worked without authorization. It just hasn't come up at an interview where there's a problem and they're not going to approve the green card because of it. Things change though. Things change.
Okay.
All right. We are winding down.
We're 5 minutes over our time now.
We need some sugar.
Maybe we can grab one more question
okay,
here.
Yeah. Rueda.
Exactly, they don't know the value of
We'll put that up.
Investment.
Put that up.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Rueda says, if your green card expires in 3 years, can you renew it? Or once it expires, it expires. You can definitely renew your green card. If you have a 10-year green card, file the I-90, get another 10 years on it. But even better, apply for U.S. citizenship if you are eligible. Our clients are still naturalizing, guys. Let's rock and roll. I think some of you guys are afraid to naturalize right now. Some of you, we've heard this, right? Like,
Absolutely.
I'm waiting until Trump leaves office. Why? Why are you waiting until Trump leaves office? That's the fees are going to probably go up. We don't know who's going to be following Trump. It could be somebody who is not even going to let anyone naturalize. I mean, we don't know. We have no idea. So you can't tell the future. If you're eligible to naturalize, you should absolutely naturalize.
Yeah.
Let's do a big push for naturalization in the first quarter here,
If you
guys.
study your history, you'll see that there have been long periods where the United States has paused all immigration for decades at a time. So you want to waiting it out is a bad strategy. What you need to do is call us. We're not going to steer you wrong. Again, if we think naturalization is a bad move for whatever reason, and we think you shouldn't do it, well, then we'll tell you it would have been worth the investment just to know that you were almost going to step on a landmine and you didn't.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
9:07. We got to skedaddle. I'm going to grab that last question there.
Do you have one?
Ghost 2000 says, if I was deported and sent with a 10-year bar, would I need a waiver to apply for a visa?
If I was
deported 10 and given a 10-year bar,
yes,
but I need a waiver to apply for a visa.
Yes, need a waiver to overcome the 10-year bar.
Right.
It could be an employment, if you're coming in on non-immigrant employment visa, there's a waiver for that as well. So, okay, Jose has come here now and asked about his I-131. Can we Jose? We are going to call you tomorrow. Okay, he's come here now for 2 weeks and asked about his advance parole, and I answered Jose's question a couple of weeks ago. And there could be an issue here. So let's look into that, Jose, and we'll give you a call. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and cuz text me. You're good. You're not taking our advice to not worry about things.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Heads up. Thumbs
Two
up.
thumbs up. Amazing live tonight, guys. Thank you so much for your questions.
Next Wednesday at 8:00. All right.
Like and follow.
All right. Take care, guys.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to end the stream here. All right. Bye, guys.